Hello, and welcome back to Bloodborne. We're getting our threaded cane up to +10, and we're going to put our pistol up to +9. That's the max we'll be able to go in a single playthrough for it. Should probably repair our weapon. Nope, looks like we're good on that. Oh, I think fortifying it actually repairs it if I remember correctly. And we're gonna head into Margot's Loft Middle. Great, so we're about to come up on what's pretty much the end of the game here. We opened up a shortcut somewhere. I think it's up this way. Well, that was an unfortunate turn of events. Should have just gone to kill them all. I believe our path through is here. This should take us up to where Gehrman is. Yeah, there's Gehrman. Alright, heading on in. Time to face the music. All of the Menzies people. Always delightful when you're walking across the field of bones to a baby carriage. This is such an interesting looking monster. The music is an interesting choice too. It's getting a couple of hits on us. But we are taking it down pretty well. Oh! And that took us down. Maybe we should be pressing the attack a bit more. It's been forever since I fought this boss. We'll see how it goes then. Hearing the winter lanterns just does not bring good feelings to me. So I do not react well to them. Ah! Well, that was me trying to send the elevator back down and dying while doing so. Brilliant, I tell you. Just brilliant. pick up all of our 0 blood echoes. Hey, we did it successfully that time. We managed to not fall down that pit. Fortunately. Okay, all the elevators have been sent back, so we'll be able to move a little quicker next time we have to come up here. Oof, that felt like a close one. Ah, it's clouding up our vision. Ah! Ow! Damn. Take it down as much as we can here. We got right at its back. Ow. There's some teleportation going on. Ah! Alright, let's see if we can get at its back again. Ah. Well, we're at its front now. Ah! Okay, do not get in front of it. That's noted. And do not keep pressing forward when charging up that attack. We'll get it, eventually. And maybe this time we won't die on the way up. Fingers crossed. So far, so good. Keep picking that up when we have 0 blood echoes. Yeah, that wasn't a good trade. How many things do you see with 10 limbs? I'm assuming it has 10 limbs, because I'm assuming it has 2 legs. But it has 8 arms. So I'm just guessing there. There it went. Wasn't sure where it was going to be moving to. Whew. That was a bit of a near thing. Casting darkness. Ah! What does it have us targeting? Nope, that's still there. Ow. Damn. So it sent out copies of itself. Ah. Nope. Ah. Oof. Ah. Okay, more than halfway there. We can do this. Oof. Had the feeling that would end us if we let it hit. Ah. Okay, you're just doing that flurry. Take a breath and reset. Get in and do some damage. Get out of there. Just knock him down a little bit. We got this. Oh yeah. Is he still alive? Yes, he is. Well, that worked. That was not at all as bad as I thought it would be. Yes? Hello? One-third of umbilical cord. A great relic also known as the Cord of the Eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child, and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord granted Menzies audience with Murgo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Used gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. So then if we go say hi to Gehrman. She thanks us for what we did and vanishes. So essentially, the Marians took her child from her and killed it, trapped it in the dream. And so when with the umbilical cords, it's all about the creation of the great old ones and their children. So Murgo had one. The one from Odin had one, and then the member of the choir had one. The other one appeared in the physical form of the Hunter's Workshop, which, you know, says that there was an old one that manifested there. And that old one manifested this dream.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Good hunter, I accept.
Okay, so it's still that
Very
one.
well, let me stand.
We will go to 30 skill.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Well, alright. So for this, I want to show you the three options we have. So if I do it correctly, I'll be able to kind of save scum it. Okay, so if we did that correctly, that should have created another save file, which we can access later, because this game autosaves. So, if not, you'll just get to see the lame ending. So Gehrman's waiting for us up here. Go and talk to him.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
So, for this one, we are going to submit.
Well, my keen hunter, fear the blood.
Which, ironically, gives us one of the better endings, I would argue. I do like his weapon, though. It is quite intimidating.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
So essentially with that ending was we submitted our life and were able to escape the dream because of that. Which, well, we woke up in Yarnum on the dawn of a new day, which means that the nightmare of beasts and blood ended for us. So, happy ending, right? Okay, so it looks like that worked. So, now we will go talk to Gehrman, and we will not submit to him chopping off our head.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
We refuse.
Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
So now we have to take him on. And he is one of the hunters who can use quickening, so his movements are going to be fast and teleporty. Ah. We can interrupt him a little bit, though, so that is useful. And we would have been able to get a... would have been able to get a visceral on him if we weren't knocked down at that time. Got the visceral on him. That did a decent bit of damage. If we go after him pretty aggressively, should be able to keep him from gaining momentum on us. And luckily his gun does not do a whole lot of damage. Gotta make sure we do not miss that first hit, though. So, he started quickening there. Back off and heal a little. Oof. And that gave him quite the strength boost. Ah, we went the wrong way.
You must accept your death.
Well, for a first try on him, we did fairly well. We'll have to see if that trend continues. When he gets that first hit in, it staggers us enough that we're not able to do anything. That time went a lot worse for us. I think we were much more aggressive the first time, so we'll have to keep that in mind and give it another go. Well, that one certainly didn't go well. Guess we kind of lost our momentum, but we'll do what we can to get it back. Interesting how they made the final boss, difficult. We just need to keep pressing when we get a hit on him. Because we are able to stagger him a little bit. He is a lot quicker without his scythe form. Trading blows there. We're doing alright. Tried to get the shot on him to stagger him, and that did not work. He definitely stopped staggering as much after he powered up. That was a close one. Nice, we got the visceral. Whew. And taken down again. We did that better than the last few times, so that's encouraging at least. That was not a good start. Very much not a good start. Oh. That'll help us turn around a little. Alright, so we switched forms. Definitely went for the quickening there, so... Ah! That's gonna be annoying to deal with. Oof. Ooh. That took out almost all of our health. Keep circling it. Oof. Visceral on him. Oh, we're nearly there. Can't count our chickens before they're hatched, though. Ah. And another visceral. Old Hunter badge.
And so, the hunt begins again.
So, that was the great old one who created the Hunter's Dream. Was possessing Gehrman and guiding the hunt, and because we defeated Gehrman, it possessed us instead, and now we're the helper for the Hunter's Dream, and it all happens again. just a ever-continuing cycle. So, now well, we won't move quite onto the last battle yet. We're gonna try and take on the Bloody Crow of Canehurst again first. Okay, back into recording now. Okay, so we're going to try and take on the Bloody Crow now. Which means going back to the Cathedral Ward. The delightful place that we know it is, now that we've seen everything going on in the world. And we do have a lot of trouble with this fight. I mean, our strength and weapon has definitely increased since we were here last. Those guys used to take 2 hits, and now they're largely taking 1. He still took 2. Blood vials can pretty much always use more of those. Church Shrines are only taking a few hits now also. That's a good sign. This guy is quite difficult though. That's a good start. Definitely have to keep the aggression up on him. Ah. Oof. Ah. We almost had him there. If we can copy that next time we're in, we may be able to do it. That was a lot better than I thought it would go, though. I think one of the keys to this fight is definitely being as aggressive as we can be. So we'll try to make sure that we are. Neither of them dropped anything. Okay, Church, try it. This fight's obviously going differently. Oof. Ah, did not want him to get that heal in. Oof. Kind of just flailed with our gun there. Now if we can hold him off a bit, he bloodied his sword, so he'll be taking damage the whole time. Got him. Whew. It's a tough one. Blood drag. Blood rapture. So that's one we've encountered before. So that's visceral attacks restoring HP when you get them. So we can talk to Eileen now.
Don't you ever listen to your elders?
Not really.
No matter. You did save my life. I don't seem to be apt for this life anymore. My glory days were long ago now. I know. Here. For you.
Crow Hunter badge and Hunter...
It's too as hunter's work. But it bears no honor. A burden you may choose to carry. The decision is yours alone. Oh. My eyes grow heavy. Let me rest a while. I'll be fine. Just wait.
Hunter. A carol rune that transcribes inhuman sounds. This red smudged rune means hunter, and has been adopted by those who have taken the Hunter of Hunters oath. These watchmen admonish those who have become addled with blood, be they men or beasts. Anyone who has threatened the pledges of the Hunter oath surely has an issue with blood. That one is actually a useful rune for us to bear. And that's essentially Eileen's retiring and handing on the duty of Hunter of Hunters to us. Which, not a pleasant job. But obviously a necessary one given the state of Gehrman. So we will equip that rune. Stamina recovery speed up. Guess you can get other blood rocks. It's just take 60 insight and yeah. Good to know. was I looking for? Trail Hunter Badge. Badge of a Hunter of Hunters who hunts those who have become addled with blood. The badge of the Hunter of Hunters is quietly passed down from generation to generation, usually to an outsider from the hinterlands. To be entrusted with this cursed badge, one must be strong, resilient to the seduction of blood, and gracious when taking a comrade's life. So, Blade of Mercy became available from that. Special trick weapon passed down among the Hunter of Hunters, one of the oldest weapons of the workshop, splits into two when activated. The weapon's warped blades are forged with siderite, a rare mineral of the heavens, most effective in swift attacks, such as after a quick stepping. That actually wouldn't be too bad for our build. Beak Mask. Wood-carved mask of Eileen the Crow, Hunter of Hunters. The beak contains incense to mask scents of blood and beast. Hunter of Hunters dresses crows to suggest sky burial. The first Hunter of Hunters came from a foreign land and gave the dead a virtuous native funeral ritual, rather than impose a blasphemous Gehrman burial service upon them, with the hope that former compatriots might be returned to the skies and find rest in a hunter's dream. So those all say the same thing. And I mean, they're pretty good for blood defense, and okay for physical. Okay, time for the last ending then. So for the last ending, we need to take in at least 3 of the umbilical cords. Did I pass by it? Yes, I did. Might as well take them all in, right? And honestly, that gives us enough insight that we can pick up another bloodstone rock. Put our hunter pistol up to 10. And that did quite a bit on our frenzy and beasthood meters. So we'll have to take Gehrman on again.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
And we refuse as we did before. And we have to take him on again.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream?
Maybe a bit of all of it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. always comes down to the hunters help her to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
Ah. That was quite the blow. Ah. He is far faster in that form. Ah. Oh, messed that one up. Yeah, after he does the quickening, trading blows with him becomes a lot riskier to ourselves. Come on, come at me. Oh. Ah. Well, that's not working out too well for us. And took down about 75% of our health. Ah! And he got that hit in as well. Unfortunate. Ah!
You must accept your death.
Just gotta keep at it. We're doing okay. always a bit annoying to be taking on the same boss immediately after you defeated him. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Not a good start. But we're definitely learning it. Took us down quite a bit there. That did quite a bit of damage, but not as much as I feared it would, actually. Oof. Guess that one tends to do a bit more. Come on. Got it. Good damage. Gotta stay out of his reach. Nope. That was a near thing. Get in there, do some damage to him. Back out. Ah. Tried pressing a little too hard there. But we nearly had it. It's one of those things where maybe if I was even a little bit more aggressive, we could have taken him down fully before he got that move off. Back in at him. Ah. Ah. Accidentally tapped it twice. Get in a heal here. Come on, come at us. Ah. Well, that was unfortunate. I think we gotta just stop going for those viscerals at this point. Got it. That's what I was hoping for. Ooh. Gotta keep going for those viscerals. Oh, we almost have it here. Got him. Old Hunter badge. Ah. Oh. Get back up. Oh, we're down. So what happened there was when that tried to possess us, we had already taken in the essence from the umbilical cords, which caused us to have our own Great One essence inside of us. So when it tried to possess us, it failed. So we now have the Old Hunter's Badge. This Hunter's Badge, crafted in Gehrman's time, has no practical purpose, except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for the hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace, unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. So that's referring to the previous ending we saw, where we took his place. So Burial Blade becomes available to us. Trick weapon wielded by Gehrman, the first hunter. A masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. Gehrman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. And that references the first ending, where by killing us, we awaken in the waking world. Alright, so taking him on still. And he is an old one, so the electricity will help against him. That's some good damage that we did. Oof. Of course, he's doing some good damage to us as well. Oh! Ah! Away from him. Nope. Further away from him. Oh, and we are unable to heal currently. Delightful. How long does this last for? Still lasting. Okay, now we can heal. Well, if you're getting close enough to him there. He took away our healing again. Ah. And he got us. It does seem to work better when we're far more aggressive than I feel that we should be. So we'll probably have to just keep going for that. Storage. Let's see, we want to withdraw old paper. All of it. Let's take this on again. Getting a lot of damage in on him. His eye beam does so much damage to us. Takes us down to 1 hit point. But as we saw there, if we're aggressive enough, we can get some of that healing back. And he took away our healing again. Ah. Keep him at a distance for the moment. Or not. Just need to keep on at him. And we got him! Whew. So being super aggressive was the answer, I guess. Nightmare slain. And a ton of blood echoes.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
So that's arguably another good ending, maybe? So essentially, we took on enough essence of the Great Old Ones that we resisted the possession from the Moon Presence, so as not to be trapped in the dream. But in defeating him, we took on his essence as well, kind of, and became our own Great Old One, which, if they ever make a second Bloodborne, I wonder what ending they're going to go with canonically. Would be interesting to see. Have a Great Old One that used to be the hunter as an enemy or something in the next game. That'd be kind of cool. Of course, they're not guaranteed to make a Bloodborne 2, but we'll see what happens. Can always hope. So, that was Bloodborne, and I absolutely love this game. So, it doesn't hold up as well as graphically as some of the more modern games, but I mean, this game is 6 years old. So that was at the start of, close to the start of the PlayStation 4 era, which we're at the end of now, so naturally things are going to evolve. I give it probably a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's definitely not a perfect game still, but I absolutely love the lore, and the challenging part of this game just makes it very satisfying when you take on one of those really nasty bosses that you're having trouble with and finally end up defeating them. But yeah, it was fantastic. And I look forward to seeing what From Software does in the future. I know they're working on a new game, of course, which they recently put out a trailer for. And they're making this one a bit more of an open world, so we'll see how that affects things. And they have, for some of the story and stuff, they brought in George R. Martin to help with it, so he's guy behind the story of Game of Thrones, or Song of Ice and Fire as the books are called. So we'll see how that affects things. With him, might make things a little bit more perverted, because that's how his writing kind of tends to be. If you ever see a picture of him, he reminds me of like a creepy old sailor. Just because, yeah, just look up a picture of him, you'll understand what I mean. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go and how they evolve. I know they just recently came out with Demon Souls for the PlayStation 5, which is a remaster for that. I played Demon Souls back on the PlayStation 3 and managed to play that one all the way through. It was pretty interesting and definitely can see it as a predecessor to the Dark Souls games. But still had fun with that one. The soundtrack to this game was also fantastic, and I still have a bit more to go with this because we can do the DLC as well, which I plan on jumping into shortly. The DLC actually brings about some answers in the lore for, like, the doll and just what happened early on in the Hunters, because it takes us into the Hunter's Nightmare, which is where the Hunters, not possessed by a Great Old One, ended up going after they died. It explains some background to the church and how the church and the Hunters interacted, so that's definitely worth exploring. But yeah, leave a comment on this video telling me what you thought of the game. Have you played it? Did you like it? What do you think of the lore? And does it kind of make sense? Because a lot of it ends up being kind of headcanon of you're given hints and you're kind of having to piece it together as you go through. So you can always disagree with my take on it as well. So if you enjoyed this series, please hit that like button, and I hope to see you in the next game or the DLC, whichever comes first.